You had a 5-hour talk with him. Tell me just a little bit about that.
Well, it was one of the hardest conversations I've ever had in my life. The hardest conversation. I can't recall anything being more difficult than sitting across the table from your child and learning that, your child was being pursued by someone who made him feel special, unique, made him feel good, made him feel wanted, made him feel desired, made him feel like he had a true friend.
You're his dad. You're his true friend. You're his true friend. So why this?
Well, looking backwards now, I can see that, my son, he was in a vulnerable place. And I heard our guest Patrick earlier talk about how these teens are in a very dynamic stage of their development as a person. And, hearing my son share those things, it wasn't easy.
Patrick Crow, and we're not done yet with this story by any means, but Patrick, step in here. What are you hearing?
What I'm hearing is some great parenting. And let me start out by saying there's a lot of great parents out there that have fallen victim to this. And it's not because of bad parenting. It's because of what I would say fail to recognize, simply because they're naive, to just how diabolical, manipulative another adult can be toward a child. But, I look upon parents as shepherds of their flocks. And Mike here has done a remarkable job in explaining the process of what happened and how he responded by just seeing, picked up on something very important, Jan. He picked up on the fact that his son was consumed with his activity on whatever device he was using, whether it was his handheld smartphone or computer or iPad, or whatever it was. He picked up on it. He started as a good shepherd. He started impeding his child's activity on that just by questioning him, holding him accountable. Now, it didn't stop it, but it certainly started to hinder it.
Mm-hmm.
And, it demonstrated the great relationship he had with his son, where his son started communicating what he thought to be a young girl his age, saying, look, my parents want me to stop this, And it's interesting, there's no phone conversation, and most teenage kids like to talk on the phone
right.
and get to know each other. So that's a definite red flag. Mike picked up on that. Something's awry here. So looking at this, he did everything right. He did